students. So student, in the previous class we were talking about in the chapter that is pollution of air and water. We were discussing that how the water get polluted and what is a water pollution. So you see, what is a water pollution, students? So the undesirable changes or the substances which enter into the water and changes its quality, deteriorate its quality, degrade the quality of the water, that is known as a water pollution. Okay, so the characteristic of the water, whether it is a physical, chemical or biological characteristic of water got changed due to the addition of some of the undesirable substances, that is known as a water pollution. Now, what are the different causes of the water pollution, students? So, we have discussed that domestic sewage. So, the first one is domestic sewage. You see, a lot of things which comes out from our houses. Okay, I mean that will be the waste material, and these waste material which include urine, feces, laundry waste, okay, urine is there, feces is there, laundry waste is there. When all these one get discharged from our houses and it mixes with the water, it mixes with, okay, so urine is there, feces is there, laundry waste is there. All these things will come out from our houses, and if it get dumped into the water without treating it well, because you know that all these consisting of a microbes in it, microorganism in it. So ultimately, when it is mixed in the water without treating it well, then it will causes the water pollution. The microorganism which is present in it will get into the mixed with that of the water. Okay. Now, lot of disease were there which will be caused by these domestic sewage, students. That is typhoid, that is diarrhea, okay, diarrhea, or jaundice, or cholera, So all of these are the different kind of a disease which will be caused if water is polluted, or if water consisting of microbes in it, and if suppose we drink such kind of a water, we consume such kind of a water, ultimately it will cause a disease to us. Now we will move to the next one, student, and the next cause of the water pollution is the industries. How? Let us discuss about it. Industrial effluents. You see, students, our industries, it releases a lot of substances, and these substances basically, when we talk about substance, it means we are talking about the chemical substances. So it consisting of a chemical substances. Now these chemical substances, they are very harmful. Okay, they are not good for us, they are very harmful, they are very toxic in nature. Okay, so what are the different chemical substances it will be? So you see, they releases toxic chemical substances. which includes mercury, arsenic, mercury is there, arsenic is there, fluoride is there, and these are what? They are very toxic in nature. So when these chemicals releases from the industries and mixes with the water, when we say that it mixes with the water, what does that mean? That it is not treated well, but simply it is discharged in the water. Okay, so when it is discharged in the water, these being toxic, they degrade the quality of the water, they degrade the characteristic of the water. Now, this is the first thing that it do, that when the toxic substances is there, if it is not treated well and throws into the water, dumped into the water, ultimately it will cause several kind of a disease to us. Now the second thing, student, because it get mixed, these chemical will get mixed with the water. Now the second thing, student, that it not only affect the quality and the characteristic of the water, but if the characteristic or the quality of the water get changed, then it will affect the aquatic organisms also. Okay, so we can say that this contaminated water why we are saying contaminated, student? Because the chemical substances mix with it. Okay, so this contaminated water becomes not soluble, not suitable, or we can say become unsuitable for the aquatic living organisms. Okay, so this contaminated water is very not suitable for the living organism. Next one is that these toxic materials destroys the life of the aquatic animals. Okay, so we can write it. That is these toxic chemical destroy the aquatic life. Aquatic living organism. Okay, so these toxic chemicals, they destroy the life of the aquatic living organisms. Now, not only this, students, it will enter. When you drink such kind of a water which consisting of the toxic substances, so it will enter into the food chain. Now you see, student, you can understand by this. Now see, this water will be consumed by the aquatic animals, and the aquatic animals or the aquatic living organism like that of the fish. So people who consume such organisms, such fishes, ultimately you can say that it will enter into the food chain of the person, and from the food chain it will enter into the body and can damage the nervous system. Okay, so we can write it. That is, it will these toxic material or these may enter into the food chain, may enter where? Enter the human body. Okay. Through food chain, and ultimately it will affect the nervous system of the human beings. Okay. Okay. Now, not only it will affect the nervous system, student, but it can cause the many life-threatening diseases. Okay. So, it will affect the nervous system and causes several kind of diseases also. Human, it causes various life threatening disease. Okay. Now you see student, let me remind you again, the industrial effluents is what? The term is industry effluent. It means the substances which releases from the industries. Now the substances which releases from that of the industries includes the chemical substances. These chemical substances, they are toxic in nature. Okay, so we can say that when they enter into the water without treating, without undergoing the treatment process, so ultimately it will affect the life of the living organism. How? First one, when it enter into the in the aquatic animals, they can destroy the life of the aquatic living organism. Second, when you take that particular aquatic living organism, you can say that as it enter into that aquatic organism, so we can say that it will enter into the food chain of the aquatic living organism, and ultimately when you take it, the impact will be more, will be 10% more, and we can say that when you take it, then ultimately it will cause more effect to you as it enter into the food chain, and it will affect the nervous system. Not only the nervous system, but many diseases which can be life-threatening. Okay, so we can say that industrial effluents, industrial toxic substances also causes a life-threatening disease to the person. So we can say yes, it will cause the water pollution. Okay, so it will not only affect the quality of the water, but it will also affect the living organism living inside it, and not only to them, but it is very harmful for the human being also. Okay. Now we will move to the next one, students. So we have discussed till now the domestic sewage and industrial effluent. What are the other causes which is responsible for the pollution of water? Cultural runoff. Okay. Agricultural runoff. Agricultural runoff. So you see, what is the meaning of the agricultural runoff, student? You see, the farmers, they use a lot of pesticides and insecticides, even the weedicides also. So why they are using it? First of all, we should know the reason of using the insecticide, weedicides and pesticides. So to kill the pest, pesticide is there. To kill the weeds, weedicide is there, and to kill the insects, insecticide is there. So farmer, to kill the pest, insect and weeds in their field, they use the different pesticides, weedicides and insecticides. Now when they spray the pesticides, when they spray the insect and weedicides, so that will be mixed with the soil. Okay, so it mixed with the soil. Now when the water goes to the field either through the rainfall, so what happened? These water will goes to the soil, and the soil consisting of the chemical substances present in the insecti and weedicides. So these chemical mixes with the water and run off from the water from the agriculture to the different water bodies. So the chemical substances used by the farmer to kill the pest, to kill the insect will mixes with the water and comes along with the water when water comes from it. Okay. So we can say that the material will get mixed, the chemical substances will get mixed with the water and finally with the rainwater comes to the water bodies. So we can write it. Farmer uses a large number of pesticides, insecticides. Pesticides, insecticides, fertilizers, and other chemical substances. Why they are using, students? To increase the crop yield. Okay. To increase the crop yield and to protect the crops. Okay. Now you see, okay. Now, so they use such kind of a chemical substances, students, to increase the crop yield as well as to protect their crop. And when the rainfall occur along with the water, these chemicals mixes with the water and reaches to the different water bodies, and there they increases the water pollution. Okay, so we can write it. The second point is, from this, students, 2 points came. The first one is that the water reaches to the water bodies, and the second one is eutrophication. I'll discuss about the eutrophication. Let's just write the first point, that what will happen when the farmer they use the fertilizers and the pesticides to increase the crop yield and to protect the crop from the attack of the pest and rodents. Okay, so we can write it. These chemicals run off from along with water These chemicals run off along with the water, like rainwater, and reaches to the different water bodies. Okay. Like lakes are there, river is there. Okay, so these chemicals, it reaches to the different water bodies and degrade or pollute water. Okay, so it either degrade or pollute water. So this is the first one, students, that happens here. Now, not only this, it causes many health hazard diseases. To the human. Okay, so these chemicals, they run off along with the water, like rainwater, reaches to the different water bodies, and ultimately it degrades the quality as well as it pollute the water. How it will going to affect a student? It will causes many health hazard disease, health hazard, or we can say that it is very health hazard to that of the human as well as animal. So this is the first one which occurs through that of the pesticides and the chemicals which is thrown by the farmer on his field. The second one is that these chemicals will be absorbed by the soil, and from the soil it will reaches to the underground. So we can say that the second one is that when the farmer, they throw the chemicals on the field, so these chemicals will be absorbed by the soil. The soil, they absorb it. Now these chemicals from the soil, they will enter into the underground. Okay, and they will, or we can say that they will reaches to the underground water level. Now since they are nutrient rich, so there will be, we can say that it will lead to the growth of the algae. It will lead to the growth of the weeds. Now these weeds or these algae, because the nutrient rich is there, so it will causes, it will make the water oxygen deficient, and that is known as the eutrophication. Okay. So we can say the chemicals. The second one is the chemicals which is used up. Chemicals from these substances, the chemicals from these substances reaches, the chemicals from these substances reaches to the underground water level. Okay, so the chemicals from these substances reaches to the underground water level. There, this nutrient rich water helps in the growth of the weed and algae. Now, this weed and these algae, they used up all the oxygen which is present there. Okay, so you see student, what I want to say, the first of all, what happened when the farmer, he throw the chemicals, the pesticides and the fertilizers on the field, so it will be the chemicals which is present in it will be absorbed by the soil, and from the soil it will reaches to the underground water level. There, it will help in the growth of the weeds and algae. Now, what is the role of the weeds and algae? These weed and algae, they take up, which takes up the oxygen which is present in the water. Which is present in the water. Okay, and makes the water oxygen deficient. Okay, and that process is known as a eutrophication. Okay, this makes the water oxygen deficient. This makes the water oxygen deficient, and this process is called as eutrophication. This process is called as a eutrophication. Now, let me tell you again, students, that is the growth of the weeds and the algae leads to the absorption of the more oxygen from the water, and since the oxygen, if it will be used up in a more amount by the weeds and the algae, it will make the water oxygen deficient, and the deficiency of the oxygen, this process is known as a eutrophication. So what is a eutrophication? The process in which the water consisting of oxygen is used up by that of the weeds and algae, making it oxygen deficient, that is a eutrophication. So you can understand by this that how agriculture runoff also causes the water pollution. The first one, students, ultimately you see the reason, the cause is the use of the chemical substances. The farmer, they uses the fertilizers, they uses the insecticide, pesticides to protect the crop. Fertilizers they use to increase the fertility, to increase the quantity, to increase the you can say to increase the crop yield. So for this they use the fertilizers. But these chemical substances, because you know that fertilizers is also made up of a chemical. So these chemical substances will get mixed with the water and mixed with the soil, and when the rainfall occur or when water is thrown into the field, the chemical substances mixes with the water. Along with the water, it will run off, and finally from the stream it will comes and mixes with the water bodies like lakes and rivers. And you can understand by this that it will going to give a lot of health hazards and diseases to the living organisms, because it's consisting of the chemicals, that chemicals will get mixed with the water. So this is the first problem which occur through that of the substances or chemical substances used up in the agriculture. If we talk about the second one, students, so this is the second one in which these chemical substances mixes with the soil. From the soil, it will slightly come and reaches to the level of the underground water, and there it will mixes with the water and help in the growth of the weeds and algae. Now this weeds and the algae, what is its role? That is, it will take up the oxygen which is present in the water. Now the water becomes oxygen deficient, because most of the oxygen is used by algae and weeds, and this process is called eutrophication. So more oxygen is, or oxygen deficiency occur due to nutrient rich water, that is known as a eutrophication. This will also lead to the death of the aquatic living organisms. Students, you can understand that if more and more weeds and algae will be there, they will use more oxygen from the water. Water will become oxygen deficient, and ultimately the living organism, the living inside that of the water, will not get the sufficient amount of oxygen, and ultimately they will die. Okay, so eutrophication is also a cause of a water pollution. It will also cause the water pollution. So this is the third one, that is how agriculture runoff will going to affect the water pollution, or we can say how it will contribute, or it is the cause of water pollution. Next one is the oil leaks.